Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. My name is Ryan. I had some chores to do around the house today involving the computer, so I thought I would share it with you guys. This is going to be a quick tutorial on how to use Macrium Reflect Free Edition to either move to a new hard drive or upgrade to a new hard drive. So my desktop computer here, it's a CyberPower PC purchased last year, and it's been running really slowly, and I've done a bunch of diagnostics on it and I can't quite figure out what exactly is going on, but I feel like it's the hard drive. I'm hoping it's the hard drive. I've done some tests on the hard drive, but all the tests are coming back fine, so I'm going to upgrade and replace the hard drive anyway, because that's what my gut's telling me is the problem. You'll see it's taking forever to boot here. If it's not the hard drive, then at least I've expanded the storage so we can continue troubleshooting after the fact. So the hard drive that's in here that has two drives, the C drive, the drive that the operating system on, is an M.2 form factor, and I'm going to be replacing it with another one. So we've got this from Best Buy. It was on sale, so it's not bad. We're going to need a flash drive and an external drive, and I'll talk you through. We're probably going to need a screwdriver too, but what we're going to do is we're going to create a rescue boot media for Macrium Reflect, and that's going to give us something to boot to so that we can restore the Windows image to the new drive. Then we're going to use the external hard drive to save a copy of the operating system to the hard drive so that we can then use that to migrate over to the new drive. Then we'll swap out the drive and we'll see if we fix the issue. We're still waiting for this computer to boot up. This video is not endorsed by Macrium Reflect. They have not paid me for this. This is not a sponsored review. I've just been using them for years now. Their free solution is perfect for this because it's easy to use, and I'm going to show you guys how to use it right now. Actually, I'm not, because the computer is running too slowly. We'll just wait. Hey, Firefox opened up. So this is the Macrium Reflect website. You're going to want to use the free edition Home, which I already have installed on this computer. So alright, so like I said, we're going to need a flash drive. We're going to create the boot rescue disk right now. I think this is a 4 gig drive. I think hopefully this is enough. So we'll see. So all I just did was insert the flash drive into the computer, and you see it popped up here. So what we're going to do is go to Other Tasks, Create Rescue Media. So we don't want the Windows boot menu. Let's take a look at what drives we have here. Removable USB flash drive. No. Right here, USB hard drive is H is what we want. Took me a second. I almost clicked the wrong button. Alright, so that finally completed. So we can close this. And I'm going to eject this for now. Alright, now we're going to connect our external drive so that we can image the boot drive to an external. So we're going to hit image this disk. So this disk here, and you look for the one that says Windows. Typically that's your C drive. This is the one we're going to want to clone to an image to transfer to the new drive. This is a much larger data drive on the device, and that's not where Windows boots from, so we don't need to worry about that. So we've got this top one selected. We're going to click image this disk. And we're going to select the external drive that we input on the computer so that we can save the file to there. In like 10 minutes. You see why I'm hopeful that a hard drive swap will fix these issues. Alright, so we're going to navigate to the external drive here. And we'll name a folder Macrium Backup. So we have the boot drive selected. We're going to back up to our external drive. We're not, since this is not a repeating backup plan, we're just doing a one-time. We don't need to select a template. We don't need to worry about a schedule. We don't need to worry about retention rules. We're going to do a full backup. Just reviewing everything. We don't need to save this particular backup because we're not doing a scheduled backup. We're going to run this now. Yeah, that should be transferring much faster than that. There's got to be something wrong with this drive. Well, what I thought was going to be a 10-minute video for me just turned into an all-night video for me, so... or a week. I don't know what's going on, but... hopefully when you do this it goes much faster because this is ridiculous. Alright, well I'm going to let that go ahead and finish. I'll meet back with you guys in a little bit here and we'll pick up where we left off. Alright guys, welcome back. As you can see, it took just over 8 hours for the imaging to complete, the backing up of our existing hard drive. That's why I'm wearing different clothes, because it's a different day, but we're going to move on to the next step, which is going to be to shut off the computer, swap out the old hard drive with the new hard drive, and then we can begin to restore the image to the new drive. And I'll catch up with you guys in a second. Okay, so we reconnected everything. In the back I plugged in the flash drive we created earlier, and right here we have the hard drive that we saved our disk image to. So now we can boot up the computer, and we're going to select the flash drive as our boot device, and then I'll show you guys what we got to do. Alright, so on this device, F12 on boot gives you the boot manager or boot selector, and we're going to want to choose, I don't know which one we want to choose. It's not this one. We'll see. I think we got it. It was the SanDisk. Alright, so we're going to browse for an image file, and this is our external we saved it to, and this is the file I created. So then we're going to select restore image, and we're going to select a disk to restore to, and it's not the 2 terabyte drive, and it's not the SanDisk drive, it's this blank Western Digital 500 gig drive. So let's double check here. The ADATA image we created, destination disk is the Western Digital 465.76 gig, and let's click finish. Now it took 8 hours to back up the original drive, and I believe that was because the drive was suffering from issues. So we'll see how fast this takes to restore to the new drive from a USB 3.0 drive. Alright guys, we're back, and restoring the image took a little over 12 minutes. When I backed it up it took over 8 hours, so I think we're doing a lot better on drive speed. So we're gonna shut down, unplug the thumb drive that had this pre-boot environment on it, and then we're gonna boot to the new hard drive and see if we've solved our speed issue. Alright, let's see. We're going to go to fix Windows boot problems. And we want this drive, not the SanDisk. Alright, let's see what happens. You just try to make a YouTube video on how to upgrade a hard drive, and then you literally get frustrated because that's what computers do. This is where I like pause the camera and start Googling because it should have just worked. Cool, it was the UEFI setting. I thought that might be it. I think you need UEFI enabled for that type of drive, for the NVMe. Alright, well, we not only upgraded the drive, but we changed drive type from a traditional SATA drive SSD to an M.2 NVMe drive, and I think we had to change the BIOS setting to allow for UEFI. I could be wrong on that, but that's what ultimately fixed it. We may not have needed to go into the flash drive with Macrium and fix the boot drive issues. That may or may not have been needed, but now we have gotten back into Windows on the new hard drive. Let's see how the C drive looks. And it's actually not showing the full size of the drive. It's showing the old size of the drive. So let's see if we can fix that real quick. So this is the drive here, and we have 242 gigs unallocated. So we'll extend the volume. There we go there. And look at that. Now we have the full space available to us. Just running some speed tests on the new hard drive. Alright guys, well I'm not going to bore you with some speed tests. I'm going to see if replacing the hard drive fixed the computer issues. You know, the computer kept really bogging down, and anytime we were using a program it would freeze for a little bit of time, and we were just experiencing almost like hard lockups frequently. So I'm going to play around a little bit and see if we fix that. I hope you found this video helpful. I hope that when you switch over to a new drive using Macrium that it goes a little smoother for you on the startup. Good tip if you do have boot issues is to try the flash drive again and go to that fix boot issues prompt. The other good thing is that if you followed my method by exporting your existing Windows drive to an image on an external hard drive, your original hard drive should be pretty safe because you didn't change anything on that. So if you do have issues booting your new drive, you can always fall back to the old one unless you make changes to your BIOS, which I didn't really go into detail on this video on how to do that or what to change. So do that on your own. You know, please don't, you know, hold me responsible for any changes you make in the BIOS. That's for advanced users, or you know, if you don't feel comfortable in there, then please don't go in there because you could potentially really break your system. So this was more on how to use Macrium to back up and restore to a new drive. Everyone's computer is different. Everyone's going to have different scenarios. So like I said, I hope you found the video helpful, and I'll see you guys again.